Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. We're gonna today brew a bit together. I've been for a while wanting to do a little bit, maybe I was thinking originally about doing Explorer, but I think this time it's gonna be standard and traditional standard. And one of the cards I've been interested in has been the good old Ilnerith. And I've also liked Gingy. And of course, both of these cards go well with Egg and Goldspan. And even Inferno can be a good top deck here. So you're like, is this dragon tribal? Well, not really. Actually, it's going to be more Grixis Midrange. And a version of Grixis Midrange. Maybe we'll try one Kairi as well. And maybe some other creatures that help us a little bit with our mid-range game plan. And then of course Kiki, because Kiki can make us treasures and help us to help fuel our game plan. We can have Chandra's Lounge and maybe Maestro's Charm and what else? We can have hostile takeover in the sideboard. And we need to craft a good mana base, which is not that easy at the moment in standard, but maybe not even that, maybe not that horribly difficult. Don't want Siphon Insight specifically here, don't want Kaito specifically here. I like Kaito very much, but Tainted Indulgent can be okay, perhaps. And then we also want, of course, some red-blue lands. Iteration is excellent. It would be a big mistake not to play it. Maybe Command. 2 copies, it can also help us to ramp. The Galaxy's Prismari is interesting. It's a dragon. Most of our dragons are pretty high power, so Battle of Frost and Ice is not a bad sweeper / card advantage thing for the late game. If we have to play long games, it might come in handy. One Valky is always very tempting. It can be quite useful and can take opponents aback if it comes down late. Actually, the mana is quite decent. It's becoming quite decent. At some points, occasionally in standard, the mana is not bad. Actually, I'm quite tempted to play... I might not have enough instants and sorceries for Egg here. So it might be better to play the Harvester. Hidatsugu in the sideboard. It's not exactly an op deck either. Orcus can be good, but I think Massacre is just what we want against pesky creature decks. Are there any good exile effects? Hermit is quite fun, yeah. Hermit can be a very entertaining creature. Some number of counter spells will definitely be necessary and important in this deck. And March can be good. Maybe... I think this number of dragons will be a bit much, so I'll skip the Inferno. We can cut things, of course. We will cut things. Toshiro. Toshiro is interesting. I usually like it. I don't know whether I like it in this deck specifically. Go blank, absolutely. Very useful in many cases. Oh, Shadow's Verdict is perfect, yeah. Shadow's Verdict is perfect, and March is just good removal, good solid removal. We can of course play some Flame Blast Bolts. And... so the idea here, the concept of this deck is quite simple. We want to have a good amount of controlling tools. And then use those tools to gain card advantage, tempo advantage, and survive until a point in the game where we can start playing our biggies. And if we do survive until that point in the game, then we're probably gonna be okay. That's sort of the idea. The rough idea. And yeah, that's about it. It's not a terribly complex plan. And really, it's sort of an excuse to play the dragons, because I just like the dragons, and I never really get the chance to to play them a lot. So we're gonna include a few more cards here, definitely. We're gonna include a few more cards here, definitely. This and that. When I build a deck like this, well, I usually don't build decks like this. I usually don't build very thematic decks, so it's not typical for me to just, you know, build around something like dragons. This is really just more like for fun. So some card draw and card selection would be very, very good. We're gonna try and include some things that can benefit us. Inspired idea. It's not horrible. But I would want something ever so slightly faster than that. Yeah, maybe 2 beholds and what other options do we have? 2 beholds seem to be fine. And what other good options do we have? Invoke Despair is just such an annoying card. It's pretty tempting to play. Goldspan of course is very good, but I think I'll just go for one. Invoke Despair. It's a good top end. So one of the other things we can do is of course the good old put in your hand effect. Put in your hand. It can be a very useful thing as well. And Memory Deluge is perfect, I think, for us late game to refill a bit. Very tempting to play a Sorin as well. It's just such a good mid-range card. Can draw some cards as well. So now we have too many cards, but that's okay. Grixis Dragons, standard, best of 3. Now the question is just really what do we keep and what goes. And I think some number of duresses would be good, right? Some discard in the sideboard. I like this art. This art isn't bad either. Somehow this art never resonated with me. Oh. How many lands are there now? 31. We definitely don't need this many. So we're gonna go craft the lounges that I didn't have. We'll definitely go down a couple of lands, and actually I just wanted to have a quick look at lands in general. Maybe one copy of Otavara would be good. What is our dominant color? Wow, almost black, but almost the same. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, Otavara can be really good, right? How about black? Takenuma could be very good in this deck as well. Dan and Shokenzan. And I usually like Dan. Dan is such a nice out. And if black is the leading, then I want at least one swamp, right? And let's get this swamp has little water, mountains, and everything. So yeah, looks fine. So now we have 34 lands, so we can cut 8, and we can cut probably some of the pathways. They're the least important. That's 3, that's 4, 5, 6. Maybe Dan and Otavara are also going to go. We get back to 26. We can cut one more. Maybe a clear water. You know what? Let's cut rather pathways than duels. Yeah, real duels. Real duels we do need. Okay, 75. So we would need to remove 15 cards. Yeah, I think 13 creatures might be ever so slightly much. 12. Yeah, why not? Okay. And then one Shadow's Word, it can go into the side. We're quite top heavy. Really not sure about Kyrie wanting to have Kyrie in the deck. It just doesn't look that good. So I think it's okay to get rid of one more Kyrie and replace that with one more Godspell. We are sort of top heavy, but yeah, this much is okay. Maestro's Charm. That looks pretty good. But maybe one off is enough. And then we're 8 with 10, 6, 5. No, sorry. That's still very top heavy though. It's 2, 6, 6, 8, 10. Oof. Right. So we can maybe cut some interaction. I went pretty all in on interaction here. Meat Hook is usually also more like something that you cast in the 5-6 range, I think. So we need to get rid of 8 cards. Let's have a quick look at the sideboard. Blood Chief, Power Word, Go Blank, Battle. Hostile. Yeah, not sure about Hostile. It doesn't really help in the same way. And some of the other things too. So at the moment I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spells I can use spot removal. 2, 3 I can use to remove more than one thing. Harvester or Indulgence. I'm not so sure here about Indulgence. It does look like a good card though. Maybe that would have a, should have or would have a space, should or would have a spot normally in the deck. I mean, Junji's death effect is not especially strong though. That's true. Put target non-dragon creature from a graveyard onto your battlefield and you lose life. Oof. Yeah, these dragons are just not very impressive overall. They released interesting dragons, let's just say that. So, yeah, I'm sort of... Maybe I don't need this many Path of Burials and this many counter spells. And I'm also thinking about Jolvari Disruption might not be what I want. Yeah, I mean, we still have how many lands? 25 plus Moling plus some treasure making. should be okay. Yeah. Harvester I like because it can block and remove creatures if it has to. Do we need Invoke Despair? Maybe not. Not this time. I think, yeah. And then I might go down on these. I'll keep them in the sideboard. Actually, I might go down on one more Trespasser. I love the card, but here I really just want to go more into these funny dragon top ends. So I should keep here all the removal and counter spells. We don't have much of that. Oh, basically it's all removal and counter spells and a very little bit of discard. So what could we remove profitably? I mean, I guess we don't have to play. Yeah, maybe one bolt can go and battle or meat hook. Thirst. One upgrade can go. And then so we have a standard best of 3 deck. Yeah, this is what I arrived at finally. So as you can see, it has some creature removal, some cards that we can use to get rid of threats. Especially the sideboard has quite a few cards for removing problematic creatures of the opponent. We have as threats a couple of dragons and Sorin and a few Trespassers and Harvesters. Kiki. We have a little bit of a small counterspell package just in case the opponent is playing something combo-ish and we desperately need it to stay in game. And we have a couple of card draw and selection spells. That's always good in a mid-rangey, high curve deck. And we have some spells with multiple functions. That's why I took out a Braid, because we already have the Prismari commands, which can get rid of artifacts, problematic artifacts. And then the sideboard gives us some outs against enchantments, artifacts, a little bit of discard, and some more removal if you're encountering a very creature-heavy deck where we desperately need that. So, let's have a quick look and play some ranked standard best of 3. I'm sort of interested in how this does. Haven't played much standard in the last year, 2 years. I occasionally try standard, and usually it's been quite alright. But you know, there was that traumatic time when it was all Euro, and after that, for a long time, I just didn't look at it. And historic has been just so much more fun in many ways. I think this is nice. We have plenty of removal. Yep. Let's just go with something like this. We don't want to cast Expressive Iteration before turn 3, 4, so that's okay. Maybe turn 3 is okay. I think we just pass. We're okay. We're just gonna go for Junji probably. And at some point they have to play some threat. Kaito. Ah. Kaito automatically phases out, right? When this happens.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Yeah, I think we don't want to leave Kaito alive. It's not great if he sticks around. One in my hand, one in the deck, one into exile. No ninjas, please. But yeah, Kaito is good. Kaito is obviously something strong. I could imagine a Kaito Ob deck, 2-3 mana, strong planeswalkers. I'm sure that could be built in some very strong form in Historic. Appraiser is nice, but it missed. Wow, lucky me. I think this is just a gold spend turn and we'll just attack and go in. Need some treasures. Haha, yeah. Oh well. That's life, that's life. We have our first treasure at least. And we're close to starting to activate the Hall of Storm Giants. Oh no! Well, we didn't really have any ways to get it back. We didn't really have many ways to get it back anyway. Yeah, we draw a lot of our lands. But then again, we do have a lot of lands in the deck. We can go back, and we're just gonna cast this, I think. Yep, that's fine. We have full hand. So our opponent is ahead on the board, but we're not doing too badly at the moment in terms of what we have in hand. And yep, I think I'm sort of content here with the way things are going. Yeah, Verdict seems very good at this point. Do they have a counter spell for it? They might. They're sitting on something. Takenuma. Hello. What is it gonna get back? Kaito? Kaito. Fair enough. And I think we're gonna bring Fable. Fable your Fable. And Storm Giants can be activated as well. Junji can come. I mean, Junji is so obviously weaker than all the rest. That's why nobody's playing it in mainstream tier 1 decks. I had absolutely no motivation so far to cast Junji. And I'm looking at my opponent's Kaitos very jealously. I'm eyeing those Kaitos like, man, it would be nice to have a couple of those in the deck. But hey, that's life. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, we could. Iteration combat. Yep. Let's iterate. So one in the hand, one in the deck, one into exile. Would be nice to leave 3 up and then kill Kaito next turn with that. Yeah, and Prismari Command could deal with Kiki. I think we'll offer the trade here. Make a treasure. Opponent accepts the trade, I'm fine with that. And then next turn we can just remove Kaito and let's just get rid of Kaito first before Kaito can be activated or anything can be done with it. Actually, I could have done it before my opponent drew a card, but never mind.
I'm hungry. Gonna get a snack.
Yeah, and when that has been transformed, we will destroy it. Do we want to destroy their blood vial? I think we want to make a treasure rather. Yeah, just to make sure we have plenty of mana, can play our dragons, can activate our hull. Our removal has been pretty good, I can't complain. Now it's nice, we have protection for Junji, so now I'm quite happy to cast it actually. And Junji could get back my opponent's blood type. I mean, it's not very impressive, but you know, it's not horrible. Flying Menace Boy, 5/5, can block a gold spell. Opponent is not that familiar with Junji, nobody plays it, that's why, so he's like, let me read that card again, what does it do? Yeah, I mean, I don't have any amazing targets for it, but that's light, that's okay. If Junji is removed, they can still bring Imris, I don't know. Ilmeris, Limris, whatever the name of this dragon is. Opponent gives up. They didn't have a good hand. Really, they didn't even try to like manipulate a bit around with bios. That's interesting. I like my deck actually. I don't think I need many harvesters against this deck. It's not a creature heavy deck. And I mean, Trespasser is not bad. It can block, stick around, terrorize them a little bit. Maybe one Molding we can go down as well. And one Bolt. And then I wouldn't mind having the 2 Duresses. Verdict looked good against them. To kill most of their stuff, but it doesn't do too much to our things. Yeah, maybe the counter spell can be good here too. And I like Blood Cheese because it can remove the planeswalkers as well as the creatures. So yeah, maybe we go like this. I'm in high silver, so whether or not the deck does well doesn't say anything at all about its qualities. So whatever you see here, you should take it with a grain of salt. Not great, but these two are great, and the iteration with the lands can be good. So we have to lead with Rage into Storm Giants, into keeping Make Disappear up, and then casting Expressive Iteration. Ay, opponent went aggro. Huh. Look at that. Look at that naughty opponent. And they're going to dress me. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. That would not be very good for us, thank you. This exiles, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe... I think we'll just march the underdog on their turn. It doesn't exile? Oh, I thought this march exiles as well. It turns out it doesn't. That's not that good. Yeah, that makes sense. Haha, we get our own duress. Good. We can take revenge. So one thing in the hand, one back in the deck, one into exile. And let's have a look at your hand. Oh, it's not a very good hand they kept. Well, probably they drew all those lands, I imagine. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, and they didn't bring back the underdog. Wow. And they gave up way too easily. I bring a cup of water. They gave up way too easily. At the moment I'm reading a very interesting book, Shoot the Kids, Nip the Buds, by Kenzaburo. He's one of the Japanese literary Nobel Prize winners. And the book is set around the end of the Second World War. And it's about a bunch of children who are in a reform home for kids. Basically, they're young people who have committed some kind of crime. Of course, they're not sent to prison. They're sent to a kind of home where they're supposed to be doing work and improving their morale and character. And of course, around the end of the war, the conditions in Japan were horrible. The Americans have firebombed and bombed the island to the ashes. And there wasn't much food. The cities were unsafe. At that time, hundreds of thousands of people died in Tokyo alone in the bombings. And these kids are sent from village to village because the villagers, of course, don't have much food either. They don't want to take in these potentially problematic children. And there's a lot of prejudice against them. So they end up in a tiny mountain village, and they're very unlucky because they are sent to a village where cholera or some kind of other disease breaks out. And the villagers escape, but they lock the children in. This mountain village is situated in a valley between a quite fast river and among some very steep mountains. So the kids effectively can't leave. And it's during the winter, so it's also crossing the mountains. It's not really an option. Wow. That was aggressive. And the book is basically about how the children survive in the village, what they do, how they get on. It's really fascinating. Tough. Why don't I have this this card in my deck? Looks just fantastic. Well, let's see what we get. Okie dokie. We will deluge the end of their turn. Kenzaburo is a great writer. I've read another book by him maybe 7-8 years ago, 8-9 years ago. The title was A Personal Matter, and that was about a man who, back in the 1950s, 60s, has a child born, and the child is suspected to be mentally ill, potentially, due to some brain damage. And at that time, of course, surgical methods were a lot less better, and even in Japan. And the very traditional father-in-law of the man is pressuring the couple to basically let the baby starve, engage some doctor who would be willing to let the baby just pass away, to quasi get rid of this unwanted child. And initially, the man seems to agree to this. He's very sad, upset, desperate, but he just wants to go along with this. And while his wife, who had a very difficult birth, is at the hospital, he engages in an affair with an old lover. And after a while, however, he realizes more and more that perhaps the child could be saved, and perhaps rather than giving up on the child and giving up on everything else so easily and caving in to the pressure from his father-in-law, maybe the right thing would be to actually stand up for his child and pressure his in-laws to accept the child. And that's what he does. And he starts going around and asking doctors what they think, and it turns out that what was believed to be the cause of the brain damage was a brain tumor. Sometimes children develop tumors during their gestation. Fetuses develop tumors during their gestation. And in this case, this was something that could be removed safely. And the child was hence likely to develop later perfectly fine. So it's an interesting book about character development and how one has to take responsibility for one's own decisions and promises, and take some risks in the face of authority sometimes. It's a very, very good book. Beautifully written. And by beautiful, I don't mean sloppy. It's not a romance book where the quality of the writing is actually cheap and low, and you would get sloppy phrases and stock phrases like "he melted inside" or blah 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 blah. Beautifully written means good literature means that it's apt, it's precise, it's really talking about things the way they are. Now, that's something we're going to remove. I don't mind if they cast a spell. You can negate that spell. It's gonna come in for 3, we don't mind that too much. I think we're just gonna go with Sorin here. Then we'll move this guy. Yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. We're gonna put something in our hands. Yep, absolutely. Perfect. We actually had a really good hand. Ryo Kenzaburo is a very, very good Japanese writer. I really enjoy his books. Shoot the Kids, Nip the Butts is also very easy to read, very well written, and he has that good quality in a writer that you read the movie and you really feel the emotion, sense the mood of the different situations, and so on and so on. Oh, they just give up. They're like, I don't want to play a mirror. It's understandable. Mirrors are not always too fun. Like, I had to play 2 mirrors now. That's arena standard. If you build a new deck, you're probably going to be paired up for the first couple of games against mirrors. I don't know why the shuffler is set up in this way. It's just very, very funny. Because usually if you build a deck, you're typically building it to exploit against very different decks, right? Like if you build mono red, you don't want to play mono red mirrors. You're building mono red deck because, say, there are many control decks in the meta and you want to exploit the speed of your mono red deck and just go under them. So pairing you up against a bunch of mono red decks and red and green gruel decks and so on really beats the purpose. It sometimes almost feels as if the message would be, yeah, that's what you're playing, and you should experience what it's like to play against it. Don't ruin the game for other people, you little prick. But that's of course not what Wizard is saying, but it is how it feels occasionally. Oh no, Dragon's Fire. Well, we're gonna go into the very unexpected. Nobody thinks this card will be played, Kiki. But Kiki is weird. It's ubiquitous, it's everywhere. Everyone's playing it all the time, non-stop. But nevertheless, it's somehow not too strong. Maybe because it's slow. All the things it does are strong and awesome, but it's happening throughout 3 turns. Ah, okay, that is good. We are not casting that just now. We might cast this actually though. I should have kept one of the 2 negates though. I should have kept one of the 2 negates and discarded March or Deluge, probably. Opponent also. Oh shit. Yeah. That's not gonna be good. I am gonna get hit for a lot. Yeah, there is a big battle here for the card advantage. As sad as it is, I'm actually quite content with that. As sad as it is, I'm content with that. Good March, the dragon. another treasure. Should I play my own dragon? Or should I remove their dragon? It's the big question here. I think I'm gonna be aggressive. This is an aggressive deck. Negate doesn't catch it up. Right, that was unexpected. Counterspell Tribal. Jeskai Counterspell Tribal. Dang, man. Haven't played a non-Godspan Dragon Midrange deck yet. Oh, that's a big problem. I think I've lost this game. I don't think I'm winning at the moment. No, it doesn't feel like winning exactly. So we have our Godspan. Do you have another counterspell? Come on, dude, that would be a bit brutal. What's going on here? Oh, so obnoxious. Okay. Right. That's not gonna work out then. Okay, counterspell tribal deck. Mr. Counterspell Tribal, hold your horses. Not great. Not so great, this match, the way it's been going for us. First is good. Go blank isn't bad. Do we want another thirst or go blank? Maybe go blank, run them out of card advantage. Not sure that's gonna work, but you know, we'll give it a try. Japanese literature in general is very, very good. Junichiro Tanizaki is fantastic. He's one of the best family novels, like big family stories that I've read. Of course, Thomas Mann's Buddenbrooks is up there. Roger Martin Dugas, the Thibault family is up there. But also definitely Junichiro Tanizaki is the Sasame Yuki Makioka sisters up there. It's not a good hand. These two land hands are just very bad, actually. Yeah, this is unacceptable. These hands are just unacceptable. They're very weak. And I don't understand why. I mean, we have 23 lands plus the mauling. It's quite easy, actually, to get some more lands. I will just have to main phase, yeah, I will just have to main phase Behold here. Opponent is gonna counter it, and then we just lose on tempo. Yeah, that's okay. They probably have their land drops, so we don't want to get stuck in a game where we're just chasing our land drops. This happens in Arena quite often, right? I mean, in Magic, this is the problem with the land system, that it makes your deck literally unplayable often, no matter how many lands you play. It's so funny. No matter how many lands you play, it just makes your land unplayable. So, on the one hand, you already made a concession. You chose fewer cards than your opponent in order to have access to more mana, and nevertheless, you get less mana. That's ridiculous. not great though, I mean... Something is definitely wrong here. 2, 3... But I am playing 12 Snowlands, so... And of course I get another... I mean, are people even playing anything else at this point? Are people even playing anything else? It seems not. Seems everyone is playing Godspan Dragon and Kiki. All the decks I've seen today, third, fourth deck. Oh, this is the Timur version, yeah. Well, all decks in Standard are basically done... Yeah, just different flavors of Kiki Dragon, Kinky Dragon. Nah, we will probably do this at the start of their turn. I mean, this is not a bad time to do it. Yeah. Yeah, this is an okay time to do it. I think here we're just bluffing. That we have a counter spell or something, some interaction. But they're basically on Godspan mana and they're just gonna have Godspan, right? Now they have iteration. Kindred Spirits, so iteration, Kiki-Jiki and Godspan. Nice. Oh, yeah, that seems to be the meta. Yeah, this is sometimes the sad thing about Standard, you know, like if you have clearly dominant cards like these, it's gonna become stale so quickly. The previous iteration of Standard, it was the Arun's Epiphany decks, and before that it was the Uro decks, and it usually becomes quite uninteresting quite quickly. Titan of Industry, that's funny, that's at least a janky biggie. You choose to... It's not bad. No, definitely not bad. Huh. Lots and lots of lands, man. We're getting all the lands that we don't want. I mean, it doesn't do much though. Really be better off drawing some cards. I don't know. No, we're not gonna match up well against this Titan of Industry. It's not legendary, it can be copied. Wow. Can be copied. Does it have trample? Yeah, it even has trample. Nice. Our Kiki comes a bit late. Just keep up mana for Hall. There has to be some removal, right? But it even has a shield counter. It's pretty annoying. I mean, that's not bad, depending on what... Dang, man. That didn't help much. Anything else we can draw? Yeah, you're coming a bit too late, guys. You're coming a little bit too late, folks. Wow, the amount of hand we have seen this game. But I think this means we're dead, effectively. Maybe they can do anything to the trespasser. Yep, that's fine. Wow, there is silver and everyone is playing the most meta decks. Yeah. Gingy is not gonna shine here. Nor is Me Tooth Massacre going to do a whole lot. What is gonna do a whole lot? Good question. Good question. Battle might be okay-ish. Go blank, duress. Harvester is not that convincing, I think. Mauling could be good, yeah. Yeah. Dang, man. Maybe one Me Took is okay. Let's see. Hey, their pitch is basically to go over the top. It's funny to play in what's this, silver, but absolutely everyone is playing these highly optimized meta decks. There's nothing else being played. So they have 2 Johari disruptions, expressive iteration, deluge. I mean, iteration can go, right? That's probably the best card they had in hand. Yeah, just go with that, and sure. Nothing very interesting or exciting at this point. We get lands, that's a good thing. I can just go deluge at the end of turn. They might have more counter spells, but I mean at some point we have to bait them out anyway. Of course we do want some action. Ah, counter spell is coming up. No counter spell. Wow, that's interesting. Yep. I do want the card draw. One, because I think they have damage-based removal because they're not playing black, but they're playing red. 2, because we need more lands. Also, if Sorin gets removed now, somehow, it's good if it has replaced itself. Yep, Sorin's gonna get removed. Edge and badge. Not much we can do about it. Not that much we can do about that. Sure, go for it. We get a land, that's good. So we can bring our own dragon. Go in with our own dragon. And we can remove opponent's dragon. Bring Titan. That's not very good. Is Titan an artifact? That's an elemental. Dang. Would be good if it would be an artifact, but it's not. It has reach. At least it doesn't have vigilance, but it has reach. Shoot, man. I messed up. I had to counter the Titan. I think I messed up. I think I messed up here. Dang. And at the moment they don't have anything, so we can just get rid of at least the shield token. And the heresy. That's something. Maybe drawing more cards would have been better. Yeah, well. To target spell, that's no spell. That's okay, buddy, don't worry about it too much. Yep, just wanted to get rid of your shield counter, and then we still have Make Disappear out. They have 7 mana at this point. It's a lot. Ah, and they're not attacking with... Oh, come on, this is just really annoying. They're not attacking with the Titan. Damn. Crafty opponent. Crafty. Oh, I have to just say go. Just have to say go. Not that. Still not attacking. Dang. Come on, dude. Deck. You're gonna die to that Rhino token. Why? Yeah, I'm desperate. These are not bad. Those are not, also not good. Also not good. Damn, man. If I don't find removal for this guy, then we're just so dead. So dead. Yeah, in the hands. Back. Exile. I think I'm just dead because they can attack with the bugbear as well, right? Yeah, they can just attack with the bugbear. Just came a bit too late. Yeah, I misplayed. I would have had to keep up mana and just try and get rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't massacre the Titan of Industry here. And I can't double spell this and this either. So, problemo. And we can do 5 plus 3. But I think they'll die then. I think we do, right? Because even though the Hive will deal enough damage to the Titan of Industry, the trample damage will still resolve before it dies. So we're gonna trample on this guy. And then activate the Hive. But the Hive doesn't have first strike, it has menace. If it would have first strike it would work, but it doesn't work this way. They even have removal for it, that's okay. That's fine, that's fine. I misplayed, I could have countered their Titan of Industry, dang. I was stupid. I was so eager to just sneak a spell in when I had the mana open and they didn't have any mana up. God dang. Difficult. Yeah. It's funny how much better a Goldspan is than any of the other dragons. Like, they're not even remotely near. They're not even remotely near to Goldspan Dragon. Junji, Imris, nowhere near. Yeah, whatever, man. We get the tokens, so it's okay. It's not so bad. Ah, I'm on red, actually. But I mean, at least it's not another Ghost and Dragon Kiki Mirror. At least it's not another Ghost and Dragon Kiki Mirror. That's something. Finish it. Nice. And then fast. I think we just bring the Transfessor though. Or do we just keep up the Bolt and the Sorrow? Yeah, we can do that. We can just keep that up. Sure. Mm-hmm. Hinya. That definitely has to go. And then is my opponent attacking? He is. Okay. Wait a moment, this isn't going to work, right? No, because that's a 2-2. Aha. Yeah, then I think we just trade there. And I think we can do this next turn, that's okay. Ah, and another initiative. Ouch. Ouch. Well, we will bring the Trespasser here. Get rid of their initiative. Being back alive, have a 3-3 blocker. Yeah. Don't know where we are getting. Ow! That's pretty impressive. So I can bring Goldspan, attack with it. I can just bring Goldspan. Now, when it attacks, it doesn't make a treasure on entering the board. So we could remove Raiju. But then we can't bring Harvester. Dang. Or we remove that, remove those, but then that's gonna grow something too big. So we do take a little bit of risk here. I'm so silly, I can't play this anyway. I mean, even if... Wait, it's... No, 3 is okay. 3 is okay. Three is okay. So we have 10. We're at 10. Interesting. So now we have 5, 6, 7 mana. We can basically cast it for 6. 6. Pretty good, yeah. That could be good, yeah. Okay, okay, they give... Wow. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. This was a little bit tough, but okay, it did work. It did work. So Gingy might be a little bit slow here. Moling might be definitely slow here. Kiki is slow here. Yeah, I don't want negate here necessarily. Don't want a lot of expressive iterations and a lot of deluges. What would I rather have? Like maybe one Kiki is good for selection. One Grasp or one Make Disappear. I don't want to lose life though. Maybe one Make Disappear is okay. It can catch out something at the beginning of the game. Yeah, early on in the game it can still catch something out, hopefully. I don't know what they... Oh, they don't want to play the second round. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Fair enough, yeah. It's annoying to play against the Goldspan Dragon decks all the time, I guess. So basically you can cast any kind of... You can build any kind of standard deck if your core is sort of the Kiki Goldspan. If you also add the expressive iteration, you're sort of following the God standard, and then you can add white, green, or black for the strongest cards in those colors. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a terribly fun thing. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? But they go first. I feel that this is a very slow hand without any removal. Yeah, I don't think that was a good hand. I think this is a much better hand because we can turn to bring a creature, turn 3 expressive iteration. And we don't need the big dragons now at the beginning. We do need them later on in the game, but not in the first They don't need to be in our starting hand. Hive is gonna be good. We just do this. It's fine. We have a blocker. Green, black, red, gems! Yay! Well, we don't have any creatures in our hand, so there's nothing for you to copy, my friend. The question is, as always, is it better to have we're just gonna get rid of that. If my opponent doesn't have counter spells, right? And they don't have good card selection and card draw, is it really worth it going green? What do you gain with going green in the current meta? And yeah, as always, green has good on-rate creatures, so you do gain that. But yeah, that's not that much necessarily. I think we're going to cycle one of the lands, grab the swamp. We have expressive iteration as well, so we can. It's okay. Yeah, all decks have almost exactly the same core. Almost everyone is running the Harvester, almost everyone is running Godspan. It's quite funny, to be honest. They have removal, I mean they have removal. They have removal, they have removal. Nothing I can do about that. Yep. I'd be happy to trade here with the tracker, but I think they're just gonna sack their Harvester to kill my Harvester. It's fair enough, mate. Can't blame him for that. I think this is just where we run away with games so much. No, I mean, we can cast these Harvesters and we can keep our hand filled with all the brew stuff. And they can't do that. Green doesn't have this kind of advantage and shit. I mean, okay, their tracker gave them blue, but now their tracker is just a 2-3. No, it's not. Oh no, because any artifact makes it bigger. Okay. Token, any token. Oh, that's cool. Serve. That's sort of cool. We're gonna be on 7 mana now. Ouch, 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 ouch. Right, that is a good card. Yeah. I have to admit that is a very good card. We're gonna try to get rid of their tracker, because otherwise it's gonna just slowly beat us to death. I need more removal. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What should we do here? Well, it's gonna die anyway. Might as well destroy their chariot. And kill one of the cats. But they still have lethal on board. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. Not very good. Oh, land, dang. Damn it. Oh, we'll just have to kill that guy. And hope that they don't have a snakeskin whale or something. They do have some interactive spell. Okay, they don't have a whale. That tractor was good. They had so many tokens. That's pretty cool. Okay. No, I did not expect that, and it worked out very well for my opponent. It worked out very well for my opponent. Yeah, it was kind of impressive, I think. Yeah. Maybe I should have cast the other Kiki as well. I don't know. It's sad to lose to Jind. It's such a soft deck. I have all these card draw and selection, and then they're just gonna kill me like that. How pathetic. Yeah, it's sort of time for the biggies. Sort of time for the dragons, slowly. Sorin definitely. Sorin's gonna quickly make us a lifelink vampire. And then little Kiki token is gonna go in. And we'll just keep up Prismatic Command. Just in case they have another Ashika's Chariot. Yep, there it is. So they're coming from a mile away. Yeah, we're gonna deal with one of the cats and the chariot. Youtoube is good. Sadly, it kills our own Kiki related things as well, though. Not great. Yep.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Okay, we have a pretty decent board. Even if they have a sweeper, we're like semi-safe here. It shouldn't be too easy for them to get past us. Why are you attacking? Very suspicious. What do they have? Nothing. Okay, just wanted to get rid of some of my attackers. Or they have a board wipe now. Storm's Wrath. Storm's Wrath is good, yeah. Fair enough. Makes sense. Makes good sense. They have Dan. They do have the Dan of the Bugbear, right? They have to be careful with that. Huh. Four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. What? 1, 3, 6, 10. I'm sort of hoping to cast Deluge, but I think Negate might come in quite handy here. In case they have another Chariot, or... yeah, there you go. Exactly what I was suspecting. Another Chariot would be a bit difficult here. Okay, they give up. They give up. Yeah, Sorin and the Lightbrinkers are gonna be a problem for them. Wow, that was hard. That is one interesting version of this deck. What my opponent is playing now. My slow big dragons won't cut it. I don't think they will. Maybe they will. I don't know. Not sure. I mean, this kills most of my things as well, though. And it doesn't help against... yeah. It actually doesn't help with some of the things that they have. Well, let's just run it again. Yeah, I feel like it was tight. I almost died, so... I do feel quite... unsafe. We get 3 tapped lands. Ay. I'm not gonna play this guy again. It's miserable removal chap. Fair enough. I don't mind that. It's good for me. Very happy if opponent feels that way. Let's try and find something. Your opponent can be any kind of person from any kind of background. Magic is for everyone. I don't find this kind of... this is so empty. Dang, maybe in 1990 this was interesting, but 2022, really? Could be any kind of... could be some kind of horrible kidnapper, could be some kind of perv, could be some kind of greedy monster who's, I don't know, have a factory in Indonesia and working their underage employees to the bone. I don't want to play with that kind of person, actually. There should be some kind of character test. It's good because we can cycle away the lounge. Island is a little bit excessive. If you find a Kiki, it's okay. Wow, opponent takes time. This is gonna be a long one, I can tell you already. Either that or they just went to the bathroom or refilling their tea or something like that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get a cup of water. Gotta stay hydrated. It's gonna be almost 40 degrees again in Tokyo today. Oh wow. Already? The game already started? Unbelievable. So fast. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Can't go wrong with good old Kiki. Nice, man. I've been out-tempoed badly. No? What? What the heck do you have for 1 mana that you're keeping up? Dude, why are you keeping it up for so long? Obviously you're someone who knows the meta. Oh wow, that card is... no, that's another thing, right? That's everywhere. Maybe I should be playing as Shredder actually. Yeah, Shredder is so good. Shredder would not be a bad card to play, yeah. Yeah? Oh, look at that. Kill Shredder here. Cast Jinji first. I think we're gonna cast a more defensive creature here. So this is Cynic, Tempo, some removal, bounce, Shredder, Liberator, Kaito. They're trying to, yeah, a couple of counter spells. That's good. Cynic Tempo sounds fun. Obviously you shouldn't attack into it. Yeah. Okay, they give up. Yeah, the Ward Dragon is a bit strong for them. They seem to be pretty low curve. So Massacre and Verdict can hit them well. Gingy, not sure. Not sure it's the card I'm looking for here in this game. Negate also not 100% sure. Dang, hard to... I like Verdict because you can sort of get rid of everything they have. But they're gonna, I think they're gonna side in a couple of counter spells though. Yeah. Oh well, let's see, let's see. Hopefully we survive. Looks like a decent mix of cards. Looks like a mildly decent mix of cards. It's not a great mix of cards, but it's not a horrible one. Although we can't play more than half of our deck. Are they going to just keep up counter spell to catch something out, or are they going to try and be aggressive? I would prefer them here to try and be aggressive. I would love that, and then I could cast my iteration. If they keep mana up, then I'll just have to cast the Harvester, but it's not such a great play, especially I don't think I'm gonna get a land from Arena. According to Untab, the chance to draw a land is 45%, and my experience is that if the chances between 42 and 47, Shuffler doesn't give you lands. I hope I'm gonna be wrong, but no. That seems to be something about the way Shuffler is set up. Between 42 and 47, you're extremely unlikely to get any lands. No. We're not getting any lands, so not much I can do. I'm gonna be hauled and then try to draw into a land. But if we don't get lands in the next 1-2 turns, then we're just gonna stay by. Yep, good. At least that was quick. Quick and easy. Sure. I should have put in duress now that I saw fight rigging. I definitely should have. Again, 2 lands. No. Give me at least... Man, give me at least fucking 3 lands at 25. Right, we're gonna ship Youtoube Massacre. No, we're gonna ship the pathway here. It's bad. You know that guy. Let's get rid of the fight rigging. Really? No lands, just kikis. Again, with 43%, 42 previous turn, 40 before that. At least on side of street, it would be nice to get a land, but yeah. That doesn't seem to work. No lands for me. Really? It's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy, baby. It's a bit crazy. I want to catch out at least one fight rigging. But my opponent's not playing their fight riggings into my counter spells, are they? Oh, they are. That's nice of them. Spell pierce. No, they didn't. Good. Oh, we're definitely gonna get rid of the Shredder. And next turn we're just gonna while away the Fables. Dang. Another fight rigging coming in. So bad. Okay. We'll leave that guy alone for the moment. Okay, I need 2 lands. Yep. Thank you very much. Okay, finally. Yeah. What? Oh, that was my combat phase. You freaking... Why does it... Ah! Reading the cards, right. What an idiot I am. I had to spend 2 turns already just looking for lands to find something in my top 20. My 6. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna lose it to lands, and I hate these games about Magic. I should really be playing Hearthstone, I think. When I was younger, there was in Hungary a game. It was called the Heroes, Pages of the Heroes, or something like that. And it was really fun. And that had this system where you got 1 mana on the first turn, 2 on the second, 3 on the third, 4th on the fourth, 5 on the fifth, and 5 mana fixed every turn, and you could carry forward your mana up to 20 mana. And I think it was a far superior system to Magic, to be honest. Sure, there's a complexity in Magic that game didn't have, but you know. No, we are not tapping for the Kraken. It's already tapped anyway. What are you up to? What are you up to? Don't... Oh. What? Took 20 seconds about this. Dang, man. Such an obvious clear step. Ah, difficult. Very annoying. Yeah, Kraken is a good creature. Ward is a strong ability as well. Right, I'll sit on it a bit as well. They're becoming a bit too comfy and cheeky. Yeah, but that's not good. I'm just wasting my own time when I'm sitting on something. Well, I'm reading about baby sleep patterns, what's normal, what isn't. Sure. Go for it. Kaito is gonna come in. We're gonna lose this. If he would have gotten lands in a normal pattern, I could have played Harvester, I could have used my counter spells normally, I could have played Fable, make some treasures. It would have been able probably to swipe with me too from time. And it would be around the second deluge, but yep, our lands didn't line up well with our plan. Sack Hermit, counter target spell unless it's controller phase 3. They need to massacre. Really? They get rid of all their own fish as well, don't they? They do. Interesting. Now I get a land, of course. Ridiculous. Now it lands all the way down. How much? 6 mana, 7 mana. It's not enough really for much here. No, probably just have to go with Sorin. And Sorin making a lifeline clamp. Some mana. Okay. That's good. That's pretty good. But that has ward, what? Ward 2. Could get rid of their Sorin. Could get rid of their Sorin. 6. Can't do 6. Best I can do is 1, 3 here. Yeah. 3. Much. Not much. Getting rid of their lair would be good potentially. So far ahead on cards they are. Wow. Yeah, it's mainly thanks to the Kraken. It's very good.
knowledge, a fair trade.
Okay, that's not bad, sure. Do they have a counter spell? No. Okay, that's good. Yeah, why not? So what do they have? What do they have and what are they planning? Outland Liberator. Can we remove the Kiki this turn? Next turn it's still gonna be an enchantment creature, so you can get rid of it. How nice.
Dire times call for dire tactics. I will not be humiliated again.
Sure.
I know something you don't know.
I should have made another lifelink vampire. That was a big mistake on my part. Should have made another lifelink vampire. Oh well.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Coma. Right. Well, thank you. That was a good game. Thank you very much. That was one fun game. Okay. Coma. Ooh. Alrighty. Sure. Coma. Wow. So, Junji is never something I wanted to play, or I would have been happy. So, if you would want to change this deck, I would say get rid of Junji, add 2 more gold spends. Shadow's Verdict is okay in the sideboard, probably. You don't need the Moaning. 25 lands leads to a lot of floods, but also cases where you won't have enough lands, sadly. It's a bit tricky. Flame Best Board, not that good. Youtoube, 2 is enough. We don't have a whole lot of mana. Sorin, absolute champ. And maybe 1 Kaito or something similar is good too. Or another March. I think Kaito can be tried comfortably. And maybe 1 more March is good. In the side. Instead of go blank, maybe another make disappear. So that you win the early tempo wars easier. Yeah, something like this would be my updated version. Can take it for 1 round. It's not bad. Hmm. No blue at all. And opponent goes first. I think we'll 25 lands, and I keep getting all these hands with really like 0 and 1 land. It's very, very, very strange. Extremely strange. Okay, I'm getting plenty of lands suddenly. This is another fight rigging, bond fight rigging this time. Yeah, we'll just move on here. Sure. Go for it. Yeah, we will get rid of the pathway. Suddenly, in this round, I can get all the lands I need and much more. Much more impact. Right. I think I'm gonna get plenty more lands in the next couple of turns. Yep, there they are. They are coming. The lands are coming. And they don't stop coming. That's an okay trade with me. What is opponent's top deck? What are they working towards here? What should I be afraid of? It doesn't look like a fight rigging deck. They're just trying to top up at Coma. So, a respectable plan. Very happy with those cards. Yep. Very, very happy with those cards. Hand deck. So hit. Keep up the 2 negates. Keep up the maestros. Okay. Sure. Go for it. It's some kind of... This is some kind of funky spirits deck. Fun spirits. In standard? Really? Wow. Fun spirits in standard. The things you live to see. Huh. Don't really know what to expect from banned spirits. Another of these guys? Sure. Gonna exile the other. Yeah. Of course. Anything else? No. We're gonna get more lands, don't worry about that. It's nice because we can keep up negate, and it's just neat. I think they're keeping up something like make this clear. Yeah, there's one. I think I'm gonna try to fight that. Yeah, no, that's fine. Go for it. Sure. I'm not gonna waste my mana on that. No. Yeah. Interesting. This is gonna be a funny deck, funny game. I can already feel it. Oh man. Slow and tedious. It's going to be slow and tedious. Very slow and very tedious. Okay. That's good. That's a lot. So basically, each one of these gives us now double mana, right? Yeah, good. So we can just do this. Put Soaring into hand. No, put this into hand. Oh, okay, they give up. That's good. Banned spirits. Don't even know what they might be playing, so I'm quite clueless here about what would be ideal to board in. They didn't seem to have a lot of pressure or a lot of creatures. This was quite interesting. I'm not sure what they're trying to win with. I'm not sure what their win cons are. Yeah, we get three lands. We have a good top end. We have removal. We have iteration. Good mix of colors here. It's all pretty solid. Danny. Danny looks good, for sure. I think we're going to go for the Mirror Breaker, and they're going to counter it, and we're okay with that. Terraria Disruption feels bad though. Terraria Disruption does feel bad. Danik is a lifelink guy, sure. So we need to be a bit careful with him. Ooh. Do you have another counter spell? No. Okay, good. Yeah. He's back. So well, I guess we're just gonna get rid of Danik here. Sadly, Danik needs to be removed twice. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, that is. And that's gonna get them a lot of card advantage as well. Oh well, what we can do about that, I guess. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Really so aggressive. Wow. It's cool. No, go for it. Go for it. We only have one red. Dang. Big Sedge. But we could get rid of Danik. And I think we're just gonna do that. We don't want him around, manning Reckoner. And we're also just going to foretell this and get him to 3 and we're okay. We're okay for the moment. Didn't get red mana. Wow. Huh, until now. Look at that. So we might just want to go in here first. Spectral Adversary. Okay, what is that guy gonna be up to? Okay, he's gonna face this out. Get a counter. In that case, I think we're gonna go with Sorin. And Sorin's gonna get us a card. Yeah, that's fine. Gonna deal with that. And the turn. Behold the multiverse will be okay at the end of their turn. Oh! Oh! I did not expect you in the Spirits deck. Wow. And that's a surprise. Not a pleasant one. Hello. I mean, sorry, he's gonna die. Not much I can do about that. No more lands for the moment, thank you. No Trespasser maybe right now. I would need some removal. I'm gonna get a Harvester? Really? No. 4 more lands in a row. And there was another. Ooh. Oh, dang. Fine, but what do I do with the...
Regenerate.
11 lands in our top 20. Neat. Not very good. Anthony? Another land. Wow. It's poor, my friend. Don't want my opponent to play another Broker's Charm or something like that. What? Dang. They're playing a heavy top end. They're playing a heavy top end. I see. Mm-hmm. It came a bit late. That sure came a bit late. Make disappear. No, it doesn't have make disappear. Oh, no, I don't think I'm going to attack here. I don't think I'm going to attack here. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. Close to dying. We're sort of close to dying. Very close to dying. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. That's okay. We're just dead. Aha, so they have a couple of biggies. They have a couple of cheeky biggies. Some very cheeky chunkies. Cheeky chunkies my opponent is running. Oof. Not a good hand, but I'll bet on iteration. Drawing me something decent. Maybe. Just watch, in the previous one we were flooding like crazy and now we're not gonna find land. There won't be a land in our in the street. Yeah. But just watch the next 3 cards. There won't be a land, so it didn't matter. Oh no! If we did get a land, that's pretty shocking. In many ways. Okay. Okay, we did get a 3rd land. I'm surprised in a very pleasant way. We're not gonna get another one, I think, but that's okay. I think in the previous game I shouldn't have focused so much on Danik at the beginning. I wasted a lot of removal and time and energy on Danik. What the fuck? Oh, that's a turn 4 Tamio. Brilliant. You get an uptick for kindly. Okay. It's gonna go. What are they gonna do with Tamio? Why are they even playing it? Really?
You do not write this story.
Can't deal that much. Should have done it on their upkeep. Are they gonna counter this or not? If they do, they don't have any more blue mana up. They don't.
But you cannot change what's coming.
Yeah, this is annoying. I'm fighting this Tamio now for several turns. Yeah. Maybe on the bottom. But then we can remove their second main phase, right? Yeah. I mean, it did a good job because it got 2 cards out of their hand. I think that gave me some card advantage.
I bring order to this broken world. My ways are
Use back.
weak.
Back again. Yep, that's why I wanted the
I will not
card draw.
abandon my quest.
Tammy, what are you up to here, man? Tammy. Get out, come on, dude. No, Tamio. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. So what do they have? Good, nothing. Hallelujah. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Rough. Very rough. Very, very rough. Well, anyway, it was a good game overall. Yeah, we got a mythic. It's fantastically useless cards, but they're cute. So useless though. Never gonna play it probably. Only in some kind of fun jank, but never mind. That's where it belongs. So, Grixis Dragons, that's how the brew started out, but then in the end we went for a very, very... I haven't checked any Grixis stock decks in Standard, but I'm pretty sure they're something close to what we played now. 25 lands, you get a couple of man lands, you have one Takenuma, so you can buy something important back. Everything else is either Triumph, Dual Land, or Pathways, so the manabase has been okay. I didn't really have any problems. I think there was only one occasion where I couldn't cast a gold spell on the turn when I wanted, but that's out of 6-7 games, nothing bad. Removal, mostly spot removal, a little bit of MeTook massacring, but it hasn't been very necessary in most games, to be honest. A lot of decks seem to be sort of mid-range decks, so they don't put a lot of creatures on the board at the same time, or it's more like by the time they do, their creatures are going to be quite big and chunky, and MeTook is tough to remove them with MeTook. Iteration, Multiverse, and Deluge for card selection. Command Charm can help with that too. Kiki can help with that too. Sorin can help with that too. So I didn't feel that there was ever a moment when it was difficult to get good cards. Flooded a few times. Had drafts a few times. Goldspan still a house dominating. Imrith I only played 1 or 2 times, but it was good because of the ward. It's a good blocker, 5/5, it's a bit bigger than Goldspan, so can block opponent's Goldspans, Bankbusters, Ashika Chariots, many things that seem to be prevalent in the meta. Trespasser 2 was enough. There wasn't a lot of graveyard synergy going on. Negate, maybe sometimes more negates would have been good, but it was also bad in a couple of matchups. Iteration, just insanely good. Harvester, surprisingly good. Card, wow, gives you a bit of card selection, blocks well, threes quite a lot of damage. And then the sideboard has more counter spells and hand disruption, and mostly just more removal for the different kinds of matchups you might face. If you enjoy this kind of mid-rangey control deck, I can really recommend this. It's good fun to play with it. So that's it. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves and enjoy whatever you're up to during the weekend. Bye bye.